Hi everybody, welcome back to the Freezing Kitchen. In this episode, I'm going to show you how we make Manty in our family. So Manty are basically dumplings filled with ground pork and lots of onions. It's so juicy and flavorful and so delicious. And my mom taught me this recipe when I got married, so it's been almost 12 years ago. So first I'm going to show you how to make the dough, and later on I'm going to show you how to make the filling. So it's a very simple and easy recipe. And for the dough you will need 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, 3/4 tablespoon of salt, 1 whole egg, and 1 cup of boiling water. So I have a standing mixer here. I'm going to use it. You can certainly do it by hand. It's totally fine. It takes just a little longer, but I'll let the machine do its work. So first I'm going to dump in the flour along with salt. And now just mix it until it's well combined. All right, this is perfect. This is mixed up. Now let's add water. Now while whisking, I'm going to add the egg and the oil. The dough is smooth and ready to go. Now I'm gonna wrap the dough into a plastic wrap and let it rest at room temperature for about 30 minutes. And you can see how smooth and soft the dough is. And if you find the dough is too sticky, just add another tablespoon of flour while mixing. So the dough is all ready to go. Now let's work on the filling, and for that you're going to need 1 pound of onions, 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of paprika powder, and half a teaspoon of black pepper, 1.5 pounds of ground pork, and half a cup of water. So today I'm gonna show you just the classic version of Manty. My mom, she used to make these just with onions, but I recently started adding some seared cabbage and carrots. You can also just add zucchini along with the onions. So there are so many options to make these Manty. So I'm just gonna peel all these onions and dice them very fine. So now let's just add the diced onions to the ground pork. I know it seems like a lot of onions here, but you will need that to make them all juicy and delicious. Now add the water and the seasoning, salt, pepper, and red paprika. Now you can mix this with your clean hands or just use a spatula. All right, the dough and the filling is ready to go. Now let's roll out the dough. For that I'm just dusting my work surface with some flour. I'm gonna divide the dough into 2 parts and start rolling out the first dough. I like to just turn it once in a while and dust it with flour so it's easier to work with. Okay, this is good enough. Now I have a cookie cutter here. You can also just use a round one if you have one on hand. And now I'm just cut out some squares. Sometimes I like to run the knife along the edges because the cookie cutter didn't cut all the way through. Now I'm using 1 tablespoon of the filling and place it on the center. Now pinch together the 2 corners on the opposite side. Then the other side. And then take the one end and pinch it together. And the other side. And there you have your finished Manty. I placed the Manty into my steamer and filled the bottom pot with some hot water. Now I'm going to steam the Manty for 40 minutes on a medium-high heat. And this is our family recipe for Manty. I hope you try and make these. They're so delicious. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!